Do you have a ghost of the past that's been haunting you? Let's see how we can get rid of it, bring it to the light, right? There's nothing wrong with ghosts. We love ghosts, right? Gang, gang. But ghosts, you know, we can befriend them, but they really shouldn't be haunting us. We have fairy type in reverse and seeking coming out, stuck using Pierce and ripping horn. So clearly with fairy type coming out, fairy type energy represents soulmates, soul contracts, right? We have so many different kinds of soulmate relationships, friends, parents, lovers, pets. The mailman even is a certain kind of mercurial contract, but you know, different soulmates teach us different soul lessons. And when this is coming out in reverse, it's telling me this isn't a really great soul lesson. It's like a suffering soulmate is what I like to call them. We have Sea King using ripping horn and Pierce. So Sea King, I always take this as like someone who has a lot of watery masculine energy. So maybe they have a lot of like Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer in their astrology chart. Maybe they're like water dominant. But with ripping horn and Pierce, it seems like they have like pierced your emotional body. And with ripping horn, like they have the ability to rip through your emotional body. And again, this really sounds like a suffering soulmate, someone who's teaching you like, you know, the worst parts of what it is to have emotions. It says, using its horn, it bores holes in riverbed boulders, making nests to prevent its eggs from washing away. So it's definitely giving me this energy of someone who likes to like impregnate people, or like something that has a lot to do with like procreation. It's talking about like protecting its eggs and things like that. So it feels like maybe they use like having children as an excuse, or having children with you as an excuse, or maybe they say they want to have kids with you, but really all they do is cause you to suffer. Doesn't look the greatest, right? Okay, so let's see what we can do about this ghosts of the past. We have Cosmog Ascension in reverse, Tentacool Lost in Waves, and Dark Energy in reverse. So I'm getting to read these first. So with Tentacool Lost in the Waves, first, it's time to play it cool in your third eye, right? This is a psychic type card, even though Tentacool is poison water, right? So you need to recognize who is poisoning your water. Again, this distorted Sea King is distorting your water. He or whoever they are, they have a lot of masculine energy. They're distorting and dirtying and poisoning your beautiful emotional body. And it's time for you to start recognizing that you got lost in the waves, right? You really got lost in the emotional aspect of things. Like sometimes you just get emotionally attached to people, and that's okay. But the important part is to recognize when it becomes really toxic. And so with Tentacool, it's like you can't just play it cool any longer. You have to recognize in your mind, in your third eye, like this is toxic, right? I can't just keep playing it cool if they're going to keep poisoning me. All right, keep poisoning my emotions. It says, drifts in shallow seas. Anglers who hook them by accident are often punished by their stingers. Yeah, that definitely gives me like heavy Scorpio energy. So this person probably has a lot of Scorpius placements, but it's talking about like drifting in shallow sea. So it's time to get out of that water, like get out of that deep emotional whatever, and start to come to shore, right? This isn't something that can happen in a day, but it's something to work on. And maybe even just visualizing yourself like surrounded by the water, the emotions that you have for this person, and then just like literally bringing yourself to shore, because it's talking about like, you know, getting them on accident and then getting punished by their stinger. So clearly they have some, again, a suffering soulmate type energy towards you, where, you know, the energy that they bring to you is stinging you, right? Poisoning your emotional body, exactly like what I was saying, like that Scorpio energy of getting the tail, poisoning with the tail. And, you know, it's right of a punishment that they think that they need to give you. And so, you know, you don't deserve to be punished. You don't have to be in relationships like that. And so with a dark type energy coming out in reverse, it's basically saying it's time to get out of the darkness. It's time to get out of the poison, dark, murky, poisoned water. Okay. And with Cosmog Ascension in reverse, because it's actually stifling your ascension. It's stifling your soul's ascension, right? Because you're stuck in a scorpionic loop, which if you know about Scorpio, they rule cycles and patterns and generational trauma and things like that. That's why they're the sign of death and rebirth, because it just goes on and on and on. So this is actually stifling your soul ascension, and you want to make sure that you are ascending out of that. Again, it is going to take time. And with Cosmog, I always say Cosmog because it's the Cosmos Pokemon, is about like looking to the stars. So maybe you don't know a lot about astrology, and that's okay. I'm here to help teach you. But you may want to just check their chart, you know, and see like the Scorpio energy and see what's there. And it feels like knowing astrology will actually help your ascension, because it will help. You'll help understand yourself more, and it will help you understand this other person. And when you are able to look at two charts overlapped, you can actually see the karmic lessons that they're teaching you. It's pretty wild stuff. It says, even though its helpless, gaseous body can be blown away by the slightest breeze, it doesn't seem to care. And that is exactly how you want to be moving. You want to have a mind that just doesn't care about this anymore. It is going to take some time to come to shore and get out of those emotions, but eventually, doesn't matter. You know, this will just be not even a ghost of the past. This will be some gas of the past, okay? And let that fart rip away, okay? Let's just get out of here. Don't keep that poison in your body, okay? All right, you guys. Thanks for tuning in. This is part of Shadow Work Sunday, where I do a shadow reading every Sunday to help you tap into some ghosts of the past that it's time to let go of. I'm Gym Leader Sachi. I have been a shadow worker for years and years. It is my specialty. So if you are interested in a personal reading or any multitude of services that I offer, you can go ahead and check out thespiritualgymleaders.com.